What's going on, people? Back with more F1 today. What am I, a F1 content creator now? Certainly got a lot of races still to do, so I thought we'd have this done in 3 weeks. It's been over a month now. Surprised I'm still going in some ways. But yeah, Hungary today. We'll do a couple of laps just to warm up. You know the drill. It's actually been a relatively interesting couple of days on my on the streaming front, anyway. Especially in the last 24 hours, if you're subscribed to YouTube. Because of course, if you've known me a long time, you'll know that was my background first. Uploading league race highlights and all my content onto YouTube before I branched out onto Twitch. Yeah, I started I mean, what I've been doing anyway is sending all of my VODs and streams just over to my YouTube account anyway, just as like an archive, like a personal archive. Because these expire after, you know what, 60 days normally. Well, it's 60 days on my account. So I like to just keep the archive streams as a memento. Hopefully I'll look back in a couple of years and think, wow, he's terrible. So I upload them, but yeah, it's been a month since the first kind of comeback stream. I thought, you know what, let's just publish it on YouTube. Let's just see what happens. I had no expectations. I mean, I've had no expectations with this either, really. It's been a relatively successful little project, and I've really enjoyed doing it so far. So I thought, hey, let's just in case, you know, there's like just under 4,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. And there's only like 130 people on Twitch, so how many people still know? Well, most of them probably assume I'm dead, so maybe it's like a nice little present. Or a bad thing, in some cases. I think I've had the most amount of dropped subscribers in a long time. I mean, it's been dwindling anyway. It's been dropping down anyway. I think at its peak it was at like 4,100, and the account's been inactive for what, 2 years now, I think, since the last upload. And even then, it was like most of it was stream highlights anyway, that I just transferred over from Twitch. But it's now about 3,800, I think. I've lost. But I uploaded just a highlight yesterday, so I uploaded the Australian career mode race. And I just checked its progression. Got some really nice comments. Quite a few people who I remember from those the previous days have still been subscribed, which was quite nice. And they kind of responded straight away on the video as well, which was quite cool. But then I checked the analytics and yeah, it's been the worst. That's taken the worst hit. Taking a pretty bad hit in terms of subscribers today. They've gone down. Like, because people have been visibly unsubscribing. They've probably just gone, oh, not him. I forgot to even subscribe to him. So, thanks to those as well. Shout out to those guys. It's a nice feeling getting some content back up there, even though it doesn't mean much, and it's the most low quality half-assed efforts you've ever seen. Although that being said, I've just uploaded the Bahrain race, and I actually put some effort into clipping the best bits from that race into an easier, hopefully better video that you can just digest. You know, quick 20 minutes rather than a full 50 minutes watching a full 50% race. A lot of people don't have time for that, so specifically cut down my Bahrain race, and I've done it for a few others as well. There are a few other videos coming along in the next couple of days. I'm not sure how I'm going to play it in terms of schedule. I don't know if I'll just release a new video every day or something. But yeah. So that was quite fun, just to piece those together, and see if we can do that a bit going forward as well. That'd be quite cool. Depends how much time I have. That's the problem. I've had loads of time today, so I've clipped like 3 different races together in one day, so I can probably catch up with what I've been broadcasting already. Yeah, it was a positive day. It was nice to see some people still remembering who I am. There's a guy that commented, and I checked his subscriptions list, and he's got all these, you know, people, you know, well known, whether they're in the F1 community or not, but then elsewhere as well, like people with like thousands, millions of subscribers that this guy subscribed to. And then in his list, there's just me. My name's there still. He never unsubscribed in the 2 years. In the 2 years where there was nothing, there was just silence. I just assumed like the 300 people who are unsubscribing were just normal people. Most of them were probably bots of some kind. I don't know how many real people are actually subscribed. So, but it was yeah, that was a real person who had me in his subscriptions list, along with, like, you know, Into the Barrier and Xmate G, and, you know, then loads of other famous YouTubers as well. So to be in that company, yeah, I don't even know how the hell I did it. I tell you, I don't know why there's like 4,000 people subscribed on that channel. I literally make, it's literally the most half-assed. I've no, actually, I'll tell you, the videos I've uploaded the past 2 days, I've just clipped them from YouTube. I've just gone into YouTube Studio. I've transcribed the video, the VOD from Twitch, exported it. And I've literally just gone into YouTube Studio and just clipped some bits together. So, yeah, not even any fancy fade transition anymore that I used to use on my older videos. It's literally just a hard cut to the next clip. It's literally like a 7-year-old could put it all together. Like that's the production quality of my channel. It's so half-assed, and yet people still enjoy watching it. So yeah, they made me happy today. That was a good day. Right, let's finish this because I'm nowhere near my lap time. Not in the mood really to mess about and time trial for too long. I was way off the pace though. Got a new microphone today as well. Well, not today. It's just turned up in the past couple of days, so this is my first stream with it. So I hope the volume levels are good. Like the balance is right. It's pretty sensitive. So if I was using like a keyboard like that, you could probably hear something. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not using a keyboard. Imagine me using a keyboard on this. I mean, I was going through obviously some of the videos today just to edit. And the microphone was well, it was on a headset. So this is like a proper microphone, like a professional standard one, to celebrate like 140 followers. Yeah, it's always exciting when you're making an investment like that. But now it's just sat here. I don't want it to be a paperweight in 2 months' time or whatever. I was going through some of my old videos and the quality, the audio just wasn't great. I think you could hear me breathing in some of it. And see this, always had that issue, that microphone, and I'm always, in the past couple of days when I've been testing this out, I've been more self-conscious about my breathing than ever, even though the microphone's not right in front of my face anymore. But in the past, I've always kind of caught myself breathing and wondering if it comes through on the microphone. Hopefully it won't be like that anymore. But yeah, never thought of myself as a heavy breather. Apparently it comes through sometimes. So it won't come through on this microphone, hopefully. Okay, where are we at? So a lot of parts need changing, I think. What round are we on? 13? They've done 6 races each. Not looking good. It's going to need a penalty at some point. Just get to bite a bullet. I'm not running a ICE with 80%, 80 odd percent damage. Or whatever you want to call it. The MG UK can last. The MG UH. I have to make a decision before qualifying, I think, on that one. Energy store's fine. Turbocharger. Ugh. I don't know. They're pretty similar in wear, the other two, to its first one. I might just leave that for a minute. Let's keep the ICE in. Actually, we're gonna just use it for practice, and we can change it all in FP3. Wet race. Hmm. Looks promising. Wet race gives us a good chance to get boss ass, I think. Probably. Probably gives us a good chance. Yo, Tams. Good evening. What's going on? Falling a bit further away from How on up front. He's finished every race first or second, and 1/4. The audio scuffed. Hang on. Is that any better? I don't know what the problem is. Yeah. Better, okay. Just need to bring it a bit closer. Cool. Appreciate that. I was just explaining earlier, this is a new mic today. So I just want to make sure it's all set up correctly. You got me, man. Appreciate that. Facecam when? I said on my very first stream when I was talking to no one, I think. Probably. That's like a half joke, but it's kind of there. I was kind of set a target, but Facecam, face reveal at 300 followers. Maybe. Haven't decided yet. It will happen at some point. Just it's not really the best well, I was gonna say not the best surroundings, but it's okay. I've got like a nice tasteful blue curtain in the background. So but the lighting's not that great in here. So you know. I look horrible in normal lighting. So I need to look a little good. Fissy did already expose my face, it's true. So if you're an original fan, you will know that already. So I look a little different now from back then. I was a little thinner then, a little skinnier. Still am, but when was that? 2014. That was 6 years ago. I didn't get a Jesus beard. I would have had to have grown it for 7 years in advance to get a Jesus beard. It would take me about I wish I could show you what I got right now. This is like a week. It's literally just chin stubble.
Okay, Jeff here. You're causing unnecessary wear to your transmission. Try to take it easy or we risk losing it.
This will be good practice for the race. I hope. Yeah, so this he did do a face reveal. Was it a full reveal though, or was it just me and... I was in racing gear, right? I was in my helmet, like I was wearing my crash helmet. I can't remember if I was fully in it now. Anyway, he's posted pictures. Like, we met at Silverstone 2 years ago. And he posted a picture of that. What the hell am I doing? Is this a... I don't think I... Did I even do a program? I don't think I set one. I think I just went out. Without... Yeah. I was wondering where the corner gates were there. But I will do it eventually, I promise. So... One, I need to actually invest and get something. Maybe for Christmas. But... I want to make it worth my while as well. So... I'll keep the element of mystery. You missed Silverstone. How did it go? Not great, to be honest. Can't remember where I ended up in the end, but I just got outpaced. Everyone was so quick there. Oh, I'm not going to meet this corner gate. No, that's good. Yeah, I didn't even qualify that good. It was like 7th, I think, and then in the race it was around the same. Racing points were ahead of me. Got beat by Norris. I had an incident near the start of the race actually, which dropped me a lot of time. So yeah, it wasn't that good. I'll put together like a what I've done on. I was just explaining earlier as well. I've started putting some of the highlights onto my YouTube channel now. So if you, well, it will come around. I'll come around to doing the Silverstone one, so you'll probably see what happens then. If you don't watch the VOD. Wasn't really a race to shout about really, so I wouldn't blame you if you didn't want to see that. Wasn't really a must watch. Why don't you unfollow at this rate as well? really talking myself down there.
That's fantastic. You obviously have a really good understanding of this circuit.
Gotta have something to meme at. I'm glad he picked me, out of all people. It'd be boring if I didn't have a chat throwing banter at me all the time.
This rain could be with us for a while. Light rain conditions for the foreseeable future.
I think if it's a full wet race, we should be okay. It should be a good race. Car feels alright here. Pretty well balanced. Where's Phil? Good question. He just turns up as and when. I don't actually tell him when I'm streaming. So he'll probably rock up at some point.
Great stuff. You've pretty much nailed this circuit.
Phil Mitchell.
It's a really strong foundation to build from over the weekend.
I mean, he sounds nothing like him. No, don't miss the gate again. Did it again. Wonder if I can do all my practice programs in this session. This is the only one that matters anyway, I think. How's the how's the baby? How's the kids? You doing okay? You keeping well? Healthy? Sleeping alright? Sleeping on you right now, actually. Can I count that as a viewer? Does that count?
Okay.
2-for-1 deal. I'll take that. I'm gonna cross out three viewers and put 4, if that's alright. And I'm just gonna add a follower as well. Just gonna assume she's following. You're teaching her well. You're starting her young. I appreciate that.
Lap times are dropping. Looks like track conditions are starting to improve.
She's gonna be the #1 esports driver of all time.
This test is all about tyre management. Try to control the slip through each corner and take extra care putting the power down at the apex.
Needs to learn the ways, or you got to the wrong place for a start. Good if you're a beginner, I guess. Esports champ. Well, I did win an iRacing championship once. I mean, it was the AOR Pro Master Championship, and all the competition quit halfway through the season because it was too easy for them. But I won by default. I was the next best person. So even in the season I did win, there was always someone better than me at some point. Wow, tyre wear's horrific here. Daytona 24. Wow, yeah. It was, wasn't it, actually? I don't know what it was about the multi-class events. But I definitely yeah, I kind of half forgot about those. I'm actually, look at the tyre wear. I'm doing it's just in the red. Okay, we're gonna have to do this in the dry then. Yeah. Yeah, back to the multi-class stuff. Those endurance races were good fun, but yeah, it always seemed to yeah, it did always seem to bring my game. I think there was only one bad race, really, and it was Le Mans in the HPD. And even then, it was actually it was so. That race, that's the worst one I remember. But we won Daytona in our well, we won it in GT, and then the next year we did HPD. No, it was the prototype. Sorry, Daytona prototype. Been so long I've forgotten what all the cars were. But both of those are very good. We had 2 good races in 2 years running. The GT one, which we won, was amazing. It was so good. And then the night stint was a great watch. I can't remember which one. I think if it was, oh, I don't remember. I think it was the GT year. But I had been talking all day, and then at night came and I'd lost my voice. I was just, I've got a video of it. I think the video's up somewhere. But I'd lost my voice, and I was struggling to even speak at all. I think it was yeah, I think that was the GT one. The prototypes was much more successful, but I think we came second in the prototypes. One year. Yeah, that was good times. Those were good. I would keep doing them as well if I had my stuff about. If I had my if I had my wheel all set up and ready to go. But I think the last one I did properly was Sebring. We did Sebring, 12 hours. And did we win that? No. I don't think we did actually, but we had a really strong race. The second, I think, in that as well. So we were always up there. There was always a laughter in those as well. Right, got a busy FP2 here. So we've got to do all of this stuff. Yeah, Sebring was a good one. I think there was actually there's a video of it I've got of the last stint because I took the last stint. Definitely watch the last stint. I do have a link on. It's on my channel somewhere. Literally one of the last videos I put up. And it was literally a direct capture of Pissy's. It was like a highlight of the last hour and a half when I was in the car. We were catching. I think we lost a minute. I can't remember how or why. But we lost a minute to second place, and then we spent the entire hour and a half catching them up and overtaking them. That was a fun race. Just something different about multi-class. I mean, I felt like I've just slightly spoiled it, but the chase was fun. Chat were pretty hyped about it as well. When was that though? Was that 2018? I think it was 2018. Oh, don't do that.
Is good and tyre wear was okay.
Tyre wear's horrific even in the dry. I thought we'd be better off than this. Can't lift off enough to save the tyre. That's an invalidation. Where? I see no invalidation. I just see an expert line. I'm not going to get purple here, so I'm not even going to waste the the power unit life.
We're testing fuel management here, so try to lift and coast going into the corners. Don't be too aggressive on the power. But
I've never seen that emoji before. Have you just posted one of your own? What is that? Well, I get it, it's someone that's triggered, obviously, but have I just lost fourth gear? I've lost fourth gear, I think. I have. Excellent. It is your remote, yeah. I thought it was.
We've lost one of the gears. The transmission is significantly damaged. We're down a gear.
Great, another gearbox gone. This was a practice one as well. Used to be a famous streamer with 20 viewers. What happened? So did I at one point. Streaming movies. Oh no. What kind? What kind of movies? Lobbies. I thought it was movies. I was like, right, okay. I was about to ask, how did you not get full on banned? I need a new gearbox. Ah, oh, that's really funny. What was it, like F1 stuff as well? Focused more on sweating for league racing. Didn't do lobbies as often. Yeah. I mean, before, like, I'd done any of this, I didn't even touch multiplayer at all. So,
I know it's tempting to focus entirely on the race.
Got really lucky. I think about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks, someone raided me with like 20 people. I thought, hey, why not? Let's just do a lobby then, which was relatively successful. So that was quite cool. It's literally what I would do normally. If I'm not doing career mode, I'd be doing time trial, practicing for a league race, probably. That is what I'd be doing as well, be in the same position. It's alright. The lobby of crashes and broken dreams. That pretty much was what it was, wasn't it? It was a very humbling experience. I really got put in my place there. And then I never played multiplayer again. That was a dodgy. Pretend you didn't see that. Nightmare this. That wasn't a cut. Why is this lap time so difficult to get?
Okay.
Where are they at this week for AOR? What track? Silverstone. Oh well, you definitely don't want to watch me drive there, so you'll learn nothing.
Give us some consistent laps, please. We're looking for good data.
Off the back of a P2. Amazing. Austria's too. I like Austria because it's such a short lap. Everyone's all close together. The P2 is pretty good, really. $53 points off P1. That's quite a gap. You need them to go and like have a baby and disappear for a race. He already has kids. Oh god. Yeah, championship's probably over, isn't it? Yeah, he's not falling for that trick again. Everybody only has one chance. Am I legitimately 19th?
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data.
Straight line cops. Yeah. It'll probably be hard to do at cops with it being flat out, but worth a shot. Take him at club instead. Get him at the Vale. That'll do more damage. Or just push him off at Luffield onto the gravel. It's too risky. Luffield's too slow. Good point, good point. If you need to overtake him on the final lap, can you just cut through the pit lane and cross the line before him? Is that a thing? Can you still do that? Pit lane's too slow. Damn.
Great lap. You nailed what we asked for.
Why am I so far off here? It's probably actually my power unit, mainly. Norris has done a 17.9. I've done 18. Whole second off. Is this right? I mean, look at the state of the ICE. That's definitely. I'm definitely changing that. It's a galaxy brain idea. Yeah, well, you know, when you've raced for a number of years, you learn a few tricks. Not that I ever did it. It was more from a stewarding perspective. Man, when you used to run your own leagues and you had to steward them as well, those are... I don't miss those days. Having to rule on people making brain dead moves, it's just... Stewards are taking notes, yeah. Damn right. When we ran Legends Racing in our hiatus from AOR, or ARL as it was at the time, we ruled with an iron fist as a steward. Honestly, tiniest infraction in a race sent to the back of the grid for the next race. Didn't care. Did not care.
So far, our fastest lap.
Had no tolerance. No tolerance at all. It's how it should be, really. It's consistent, at least. I don't think I'm going to beat this time.
Okay, this is a quali sim. We've estimated the times our closest rivals will be doing.
Honestly, our punishments, right? So there was... It went up in severity, obviously, if you kept committing offences. But it literally was... You know, the very first thing was like a... You know, a qualifying ban. So, in other words, you're sent to the back of the grid for the next race. If you're a guilty party. For like a collision of some kind. And then it would pretty much be like... We'd keep doing that. But a ban wasn't far off either. And then sometimes it was just like full-on expulsion as well. So we did have a couple of people who liked to play that card. I was a bit more lenient when I came back to AOR though, because I had to run the Pro Mazda League. So we kept it to like penalty points instead, which seemed to work a little better. But it was just policing how many we gave out. That was the problem. For, you know, particular infringements. I'm not going to beat this lap. You know what? Let me just... Let me go back. Till Mr. Keeney turned up. Yeah, do you remember him? I do. I mean, he had form. He'd been banned from every other league that he'd turned up in as well, so... It was down to him to prove... prove himself.
Quick note about
Unfortunately, he kept messing with the wrong driver, which was me.
at the end of this session.
And Phil, to be fair, he had a couple of tangles with Phil.
How and when you use them, and don't waste any sets that you might need later on.
I don't think we ever banned anyone else, any other driver. I think we blacklisted people for not turning up to races. We were very adamant that if people were like, it was like being at school. Literally, if you had an unauthorized absence, then that's a mark against you, basically. Like, if you miss a race, I don't care. I mean, it's the same thing. When it's the same thing in general in real life. You know, if I make an appointment, I expect if someone can't make it, I expect them to just, you know, at least give me a heads up that they're going to miss the race, so I can plan a bit better. Because I mean, in the league, we had like a waiting list of people who wanted to come in and actually race. So we wanted to keep the lobbies full. So the earlier you tell us that you can't make a race, then it just works out better for everyone. It's better for you know, yourself. You don't get a mark for, you know, I don't even need a reason. Just tell me that you're not going to be there. That's all. I don't think I could be any fairer than that, really. But some people just didn't do that, so we blacklisted a lot of people just for that. First of all.
And with all the cars now over the line, let's see our top three again. Leclerc, Verstappen, and
You blacklisted 9 people. Yeah.
What an incredible practice.
It happens a lot, but I mean, in terms of driving infringements, I mean, we've had people quit because they felt that they've had a decision go against them in the stewards panel, or have threatened to quit. I got no time for that. It's like, well, you signed up. I'm trying to be as impartial as possible. And so are all the stewards, really. So if something goes against you, you just got to accept that. I mean, I've had incidents go against myself. Yeah, we've had people join and quit after a race as well. But never had a driver banned for actual driving infringements until Mr. Keeney turned up.
Let's have your take on it. How does a car handle in the wet?
I mean, we gave him so many chances that season as well.
Qualifying?
But Brands Hatch was the nail in the coffin. Wiped out like half the grid in one go. I mean, I defended quite aggressive, but I gave him space into a gap that was gonna close up. How's the car handle in the wet? Well, I mean, I'm 20th in I'm 20th on the grid at the moment, so I'm gonna probably go. Wait, none of those are negative. I was about to answer the one on the right, but no comment.
Interesting result today. Would you say that you're happy with your performance?
And no comment that as well. What terrible questions.
Well, thanks anyway.
Actually, that's a lie. We did ban a couple of guys. Not on AOR. It was on Legends Racing. A couple of people had come in before and had been banned for. But again, that was Iron Fist. No tolerance. AOR was very measured. I was more grown up about my my coordinating then. Okay, so let's go into FP3. Let's do this quali sim and I just want to see if these engine changes actually make a difference. I don't believe that we're 20th fastest. .1:16.6. I did a 14, I think, in the Mercedes. Oh, please be competitive. Otherwise, I'm going to start a wet race where I think I'm going to be good in 15th, probably. That's not a good call, now. So are you coordinating your league, Thames? The AOR one? What division is it? What console? As well? Or what format? That's a bad corner. Assist one on the PC. Okay. Are they popular, the assist leagues? Yeah, I was lost a bit of time in the second half of that lap there, but that was better. What did Russell set there? Because he's my target, clearly. Only 3 tiers this year. Okay. Okay, we're 3 seconds ahead of George, which is... Woo! Got me worried for a second. I think we're good. We've done all the...
So far,
Yeah, we've done all the...
1:16.
Didn't purple the qualifying pace though, so... Yeah. Don't matter. I'm going to move on. Straight to qualifying. I'm getting bored of practice now.
It's time to remind ourselves
And we're 4th, there we go.
That's
what I needed to do, just change my potato ICE, which was on its last legs anyway. And good points, all things considered. Can you guys hear my button presses when I'm pressing my controller? Again, this is more feedback on the microphone I'm trying to pick up here as well. I've not cut out or anything still, have I, Thames? It all sounds good. You could hear it when I did it then. Probably because it was quiet as well. And I deliberately was pushing buttons down as well. So.
I recommend we could go for something like this.
I really need to develop the ICE a bit more. I'm going to end up taking 4 or 5. Oh no, baby woke up. Just in time for the race. Just in time for qualifying. Oh. Let's qualify. Okay, no threat of rain. For here, anyway. Yeah, it should be okay. It just looks all dark and dingy out there still. I'll check my setup actually. Who's that ahead? Got an alpha. Come on, give us a bit of space. Slight lock up, I can get away with that. Can carry the speed through turn 2, no problem. Turn 4. Yeah, that wasn't as good as I wanted it. Turn 5, avoid that inside curb because that's an insta spin. Chicane, you can brake so late here. It's so deceptive every time. Now this bit, I've missed the apex slightly on the left. That's going to compromise me for the rest of the run. Just within the track limits. And I've missed the apex there as well, so that's compromised my exit speed. My braking mark has disappeared, which is normally the shadow from the bridge above there. Because it's dark, and there's no sun, there's no shadow on the ground. And the last corner as well.
Fantastic. That was the fastest lap.
What? Say what now? I mean, that was a tidy lap, not... nothing special. 10th clear. Boom. Okay. Take that. I don't get this. It's always so jumbled up and so unpredictable in practice.
1 minute 15.0.
And now I'm sitting here thinking I've made it too easy. I mean, it's close, don't get me wrong. They'll pick up more time as time goes on as well. Well, there we go. As it, well, maybe not. That's okay. So 2 tenths off.
Track is quiet right now. Let's get out on track while it's clear.
The sun is trying to break out. Alright, 2 attempts to find. I'm pretty sure there's a lot around the track that I could pick up. A little wide again. Traction was nice though. No lock up that time. Turn 4, get this right. Got a bit too high on that left curb there. Spat me out on the exit.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
A bit wide again still there. Last sector's really letting me down here. Probably a bit early on the brakes there as well. We kept it nice and tight on the penultimate corner. A bit on the grass as well on the entry. Lost grip on the front left tyre there. Improvement, but not enough. Oh, Verstappen's just gone even faster. Top 4 separated by 10th there? Is that right? Yeah, top 5 within a 10th and a half. That's close, very close. Hamilton's down in 7th for some reason. This could very easily turn into 7th place or 8th place again, if I'm not careful. This is exactly what happened at Silverstone as well.
Press and hold the radio button to activate the system, and you can either speak the command or select it manually from the radio screen that will appear on the multifunction display. While the radio is active, cycle through command groups with the MFD button.
Okay, might as well burn up our soft tyres.
20th in the speed trap, 198.6 miles per hour.
Oh, looking a lot brighter now. Have I got my shadow back? I do, there it is. Alright, let's do it. Missed the apex again there. Oh, a bit wide. Almost had a lock up there as well. Shallow line into turn 3. Nah, too early into turn 5. Chicane's it's not looking good. A little wide there. Sort of widen up. Well, this doesn't look good. We're at the mercy of Vettel, Ricciardo, Hamilton. Especially Vettel and Hamilton. Leclerc's not even up here. We could just drop right down here. Please. Please.
And with qualifying complete, Let's review our top 3 today. Bottas, Vettel, and Alexander Albon. Goodbye for now then.
What kind of grid is that?
Getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Hamilton's down in 10th. Okay. I have no explanation for that. It was a dry session. 9 tenths behind in the end. Christ. Bottas done a 13.9. Leclerc wasn't far off there. So it was actually Perez we got beat by. Perez was the one that jumped us, and Vettel as well. That's a pretty interesting grid. It's going to be a good race. How did Hamilton bin that?
Let's have your thoughts.
Where was Norris? I didn't even check where he was.
Relief to qualify that far up the grid. It looks like your rival bested you today, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, Bottas on pole again. I've almost forgotten about the rivalry.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Right, quick water. I think Bottas has been on pole for every race since I declared him my rival. Which is just unfair, really. What was the motivation?
All right.
After all these years,
Successful qualifying.
after all this time,
With a good chance in the race.
it wasn't getting spanked by Hamilton year after year. It was me calling him out publicly to Sky Sports. Some upstart in the 5th fastest car. Oh, I won more races than him. I think I might have. I've won 4 and he's won 2. Yeah. He did DNF from the lead at France though. He was doing quite right, Canada. 2 9th places, that's awful. That's awful. I need a good result now. If the weather's consistently inters, we might have a good chance. If it goes full wet, then I could struggle a bit more, I think.
Budapest once again for another round of the Formula One World Championship. Historically, a good race for first victories with Button, Hill, Alonso and Heikki Kovalainen all reaching the top step of the podium.
Kovalainen, remember him?
The Hungaro ring, it's like Monaco without the boats. 14 corners, 6 to the left and 8 to the right, and some very tricky corners to deal with. These rainy conditions out there aren't going to help either, so it's very likely we'll see a safety car or two during today's race.
No, we won't, because safety car's disabled.
Anthony Davidson also joins me in the commentary box today. Now I want to ask you about Lewis Hamilton. That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
There are never any guarantees in this business, but certainly the
Let's run
We start in 10th, so here's the order.
Today's exciting race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Albon, Verstappen, Sergio Perez, and a McLaren. Leclerc, Ricciardo, Stroll, and Lewis Hamilton. Grosjean, Fiat, Antonio Giovinazzi, and Gasly, Magnussen, Norris, Kimi Raikkonen, and Esteban Ocon. Russell.
Maybe McLaren are just terrible here at this track.
It's almost time
Norris
for the
down
lights to
in
go out.
15th.
So let's head down to the track and get this Grand
Or
Prix
16th, whatever it was.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
Well, We're just gonna have to wait and see how the weather plays out, I think, with this one. Looks like a... I hope it just stays inters. It just needs to stay inters this time. I think if it stays inters, we've got a good shot of doing okay. This is it then. Oh, wheel spin even in fourth there. It's a nice start. Albon's on that curb. He don't care about insta spinning. Oh, Bottas is starting to run away, predictably. We have to make some moves if we really want to get up close with him, if possible. Got good speed. I can feel there's good speed in the car. It's this sector, this middle sector, where they're probably a little better. We can't really overtake through this bit anyway, so doesn't bother me. Just need to be good out of the final corner, really. I don't think energy is going to be an issue in this one. Well, we're all green in all our sectors, but I think one man's probably all purple at the moment. Right, need a good one. Good exit.
Nice work, that brings you up a place.
Better to stay out around the outside there because you've got plenty of space around the outside to play with there, especially in the wet.
We're accumulating some wear on the MGUK. To manage this, we'll need to lower our ERS deployment mode.
I genuinely thought he was going to say something about the ICE there. I've just changed it. I wouldn't be surprised if it does just start failing in the middle of the race.
Okay, we've got plenty of energy. Use the overtake button and have a go. Vettel is ahead of you. Less than a second separate you. They're on fresh inters. Their tyres are 3 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:32.1. You're closing by 0.4 per lap.
Every time I see Hungary in the rain, it just reminds me of Alonso in 2006. Just how you would tip the steering wheel pretty much upside down at like full force just to get the front tyres to grip. I could watch those opening laps for forever. Never get bored of seeing them. Oh, too much power there, almost dropped it. And again. Why is the car not complying that? Need to make a bit of a hurry on here because Bottas is 4 seconds already clear. Should be easy. Yeah, that's good stuff. Alright, let's get him. This rivalry ain't over. Well, it might be in future races, but not in this one. I won't let it happen.
You're lapping around a second faster than the car ahead. Keep this up. Gap to teammate behind is 17.1 seconds.
Not with a corner like that, I won't be. Hamilton's not really making much ground. Still behind Stroll at the back there. If anything, he's fallen further back, hasn't he? Way out of the points. Potential big moment in the championship, this. I mean, he's quite far ahead, but, you know, glimmer of hope and all that. Need to get off that outside curb on the entry. Where am I going? Wrong way.
Bottas ahead. Gap to car in front is 3.4 seconds. They're on old inters. Their tyres are 6 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:31.3. You're dropping back by around 0.2 each lap.
was a pretty poor lap last time, mate. We are closing.
Let's use overtake and burn some of this energy.
There's not enough spots on the track to actually use all of this energy. Gotta remember to start using it though. Just using it down the start finish straight at the moment. I've got so much of it I can use. Barely using any of it at the moment. We're still closing.
Bottas is ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead is 2.2 seconds. They're on old inters. Their tyres are 8 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap.
When are we due in?
31.3.
17, okay.
You're closing by 0.4 per lap.
I don't even think I'm taking that corner flat out still at the moment. Car could still just bite it any minute, it feels like. Especially out of the final corner. This is very slippery.
Bottas ahead. Our gap to the car in front is 1.2 seconds. They're on old inters. Their tyres are 9 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1 minute 31.1. We're gaining by about 9/10 a lap. Keep it up. Don't think the line is really dry enough yet to start thinking about slicks. Let's hold on to the inters for a while longer. Light rain will stay with us for at least 20 minutes, maybe more. Light rain is here to stay. Inters seem like the fastest tyre for now.
I don't think it's going to clear up. It might at the end, but it's probably just easier to stay out on inters, I think.
The car behind has started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form.
Oh, almost on the grass. Tams, I'll see you later. Appreciate you dropping by though. I'll see you next time at some point, I'm sure. Good luck in your race if I don't see you before then. Bottas is pretty quick in a straight line. Don't lock up though, jeez. Don't ruin it all by slamming into the back of him now.
I think you're going to start losing some tyre grip around now.
Man, they can really hug that corner, turn 5. And just suffer no after effects at all. If I did that, it would just spin me. Insta spin every time. It's like one of those old F1 2010 curbs. Do you remember? Anyone ever played that before? And how those curbs used to just auto spin you. Now, I don't know if it was a curb issue or just a suspension physics issue back then. Oh, there's Helicopter Man. I just saw him just briefly in shot there. Still flying around the circuit at 100 miles per hour.
Good, you can use overtake to get past.
It was really unpredictable. You kind of knew which curbs would do it though. Like there were some that really stood out. I remember La Chicane at Catalunya was a real bad offender. It used to be. I just remember how you would auto-correct the car. You couldn't actually turn on a controller. You actually couldn't turn the steering wheel fast enough to correct. So you would always just slam the brakes on just to catch the slide, and it would work every time. Any spin, didn't matter how far sideways you were, just slamming the brakes on would just right the car again. It was just so wonky. It just makes me laugh how we played that. You know, if it was still the same now, it wouldn't be accepted. No, none of us would accept that. I think because it was all like, new F1 game. We all just wanted to play it. I feel like I've hit a bit of a force field here. Closing up the Bottas.
car ahead is beginning to pull away.
Like he's putting him. Well, I just can't stick with him for the important corners. And he's obviously fast in a straight line as well, so this will be hard to pass. No DRS either. Unless it dries up enough later on. Our one chance might be through the pit stop, really, the way this is going. Might be worth an undercut, I think. If we don't get him before then. He's a little slow through that corner. Our best chance. How close do we get though?
Expecting you in around 2 laps, and we'll be putting you on the intermediate tyres. We're leading our teammate by 38.9 seconds.
It's a middle sector, he just pulls enough of a gap. Come on.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pull the pin. We're so far ahead of everyone else at the moment. Right, do opposite to what Bottas does. That's the key thing. If he comes in now, I'm not really in a good spot, but hopefully he'll come out in traffic, and vice versa. Slightly dodgy pit entry.
Go, go, go.
Pretty average pit stop. Cheers, guys. Now are we going to get clean air, or are we going to come out right behind the car?
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
We're going to come right out by a car. Brilliant. It's that slow stop. I blame the slow stop, not my strategic incompetence. Oh, these guys better be coming in now. Bottas has stayed out. Sergio move. Okay, he's in.
Okay, looks like some of those puddles are clearing. We're still on the right time for the time being, but we're not a million miles away from slick conditions.
Oh, don't give me that. If Bottas stays out and it stays dry, I'm gonna be so angry. Why did they tell me that now before I stop? Or after I've stopped?
We pretty much burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down.
What the hell? Is there two Jeffs? That was so weird. We've got Jeff's manlier twin sister, Steph. I couldn't think of another name that rhymed with Jeff. Or maybe it's just Jeff with a GE instead of a J. Hello, Phil. Tams was asking for you earlier. And now he left and you've come back. Which makes me think you might be the same person. Alright, Bottas is in.
Use overtake now, please. Push hard.
It's a great lap. Where's Valtteri? We're ahead! That lap sealed it.
You're putting a good distance between yourself and the car behind.
Super GT stream. Who are you saying that to, Toro? Is that to Phil or me? I mean, I tuned in very briefly, so I don't know if you just saw my name in the chat, or you're talking to Phil, who was probably also in the chat. Phil.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button more.
Yeah, I went in there to say like a quick hello. Phil, how many times how many subscribers did Super GT have when he was racing in Legends? It's about 20,000, was it? I can't remember how many it was now. But that was a cool time.
Lando is coming in for a stop.
He was one of our good league racers. I was talking earlier about people that we were banning, or we had banned for various reasons, but we didn't talk about any of the good ones. Super GT was one of the good ones. Back when we used to race on Forza. Ah, good times. Right, the pace is good here, which is quite good. The only worry is if it dries up. I'm thinking back to Australia again, where it got dry. We put slicks on, and then the Mercedes just enabled God mode. And we were just defending for our lives at the end. I don't want it to be like that. We've got a long way to go still, so it could happen.
That was the fastest
Good lap as well.
Keep this up. We'll be seeing at least 20 minutes of light rain. Inters look like the best tyre for now.
That'll suit me. How's it going anyway, Phil? It's good to see Super GT grow. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. He's one of the good guys. Got a lot of time for him. Would happily have him back or give him a race sometime. My turn next. 3 viewers. Ask me again in a year. He worked hard for it. I was talking about my production quality the other day. It's like having a 6-year-old on Sony Vegas with the way I edit my videos. I ain't got the patience for it. I prefer to just, I want to let the gameplay do the talking more than anything. I ain't got time for fancy logos or, custom streams and stuff like that. Like logos and graphic designs and stuff. I'm just not. That's not my thing. Phil will edit. Phil, we're both gonna make it. Gotta exploit the YouTube streams. you see what I'm doing? What? I mean, technically it worked. I gained 2 followers overnight, which I haven't really shouted out yet. But they're not here. But if they do watch, shout out to It's Crim and Brown Tea. I think Brown Tea actually jumped in earlier, actually. It was in the user list.
Green flag.
But yeah, thanks for following. Appreciate that. Almost 4K subs on YouTube. Yep. Stream on... See, I don't want to stream on YouTube, though. I don't know. I don't know why, actually. I don't really get the difference between the two.
Gap to teammate behind is 54.0 seconds.
Maybe I'll do like a test one. Just to really compare the differences between the two. I don't know many people that use YouTube, apart from the big ones. Like Super GT and Jimmy Broadbent, those guys. I need to show you how to do it. Mate, I don't even know how I did it. So... Remember, I used to do some of my last league races. Actually, I put on YouTube instead. I mean, I guess I've got it all set up on YouTube. Really, I haven't. I've got a healthy kind of base to start from already, really. So it'd be stupid not to use that. I mean, how is YouTube streaming? Has it improved a lot? I don't really get the differences between the two.
It's a new fastest lap of the race.
I mean, on Twitch, I could get DMCA banned, I guess. On YouTube, it's a bit more lenient. Only slightly. We're finding good pace now. It's starting to dry a tiny bit. So we're finding lap time just by moving around, just by driving around here. Maybe I'll do YouTube. I think for now it's just good to hedge the bets and use both. I like streaming on Twitch. It's all straightforward. I like the challenge of starting from scratch almost. And then I've obviously got, you know, I can export the videos over to YouTube, which is what I've decided just doing as well. Be nicer to put some highlights. That's what I want to do. I just want to put some stream highlights onto YouTube. This could be a very boring 10 laps there.
The tyre situation is an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got right now.
Yeah, it's the weather that's going to really throw a spanner here.
This rain could be with us for a while. Light rain conditions for the foreseeable future. Inters seem like the fastest tyre for now.
It doesn't help that I'm getting mixed messages from Jeff. Phil will definitely have to do something in future.
This light rain is going to be with us for a while now.
Grow the channel through Left 4 Dead streams. I mean, we're not very good. I discovered at the weekend. I don't think many people are interested in Left 4 Dead as much these days either. It's a different kind of demographic there.
Okay, clear.
We'll do Left 4 Dead Let's Plays on easy difficulty. I think that's more our level these days. What did I have in mind? What do you mean? Oh, we need to do something. Good question. I mean, F1 would be the obvious answer. There's other things as well. No, completely our choice. Could start playing indie games. You're quite the expert.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Use your overtake button.
Play co-op indie games. That's our thing. I mean, you are already, but play like Untitled Goose Game now that there's like co-op. I think I just got an email ping through actually saying it's on sale at the moment. Not by much, but it's on sale. Deep Rock Galactic. Yeah, I'm just shrugging. I'm shaking my head like I don't know it. I'm thinking with my new mic, I'll just go into the ASMR business. And speak softly like this. I don't know how good that even sounded. I might have just muffled, I might have just peaked my microphone. I got a Yeti. I say it almost ashamedly, but don't care. It's an upgrade from what I had. And it's USB powered, so it does the job for now. I hope it does. I need to tweak the settings a bit more, but the blue, yep, that's the one. It's a pretty impressive bit of kit. I quite like it, actually.
No need to worry about tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Jesus Christ, Phil! You made the money. How long have you had that? I didn't realise you had a different microphone. Oh, I'm looking at chat and not the circuit. Yeah. Well, that'll do the business, probably. You'll probably sound really good with that. There you go. Good time to start collaborating. Keep talking and no one explodes. That'll be a funny game. You know, stuff like that. Silly stuff. That's something I wouldn't mind doing. Have I got a mic stand? Well, it comes with the stand already, so it's pretty. I can use it straight out of the box. When I move, I almost pulled the trigger on a like an arm, a boom arm, just to attach to the table. But I'm going to wait it out a little bit, hopefully, until I move. Because I mean, I've already got a really small amount of space already at the moment, so it just makes sense to have a boom arm, because what I'm finding is that having it on the table, it just picks up any table noises. If I like tapped on the table, or you know, if I tap on my keyboard or whatever, you can hear all of that. So it's better to have something in the air, and it can get a bit closer to my face as well. I feel like I'm a little huddled, not really sat right, just to be a bit close to it at the moment. These Williams cars are nowhere. They've made no progress all season. And Hamilton's like out of the point still. This is going to be a big race in terms of the standings. Got to get it home yet, but it's looking good.
Stay with us for at least 20 minutes, maybe more. Light rain is here to stay. Inters look like the best tyre for now.
Oh, I was looking at the helicopter, missed my braking point. I was kind of mesmerised by how fast he was going. Made a very radical turn there. Hard left turn. Man, we have absolutely demolished the rest of the field here. Even Bottas is nearly 10 seconds behind now.
We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap. We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Phil, do you really want me to edit that Spider-Man stream? Or streams, there's like 5 of them. It's gonna take me forever. Yeah, that's why I've
Situation, but I don't think we have cause to move on to a different tyre yet.
that's why I'm quite comfortable to stream with this mic at the moment, because it is with the controller at the moment. I'm not tapping away on the keyboard. Yeah, stick to controller games, please. At the moment, I'm an Xbox scrub. I did a test with the mic when I was playing Halo 4 the other day, and all I could just hear was the tapping. Well, one, the sound wasn't correct. Sound was far too low, or the game sound was too high. Actually, that was the problem. And you could just hear the tapping of keys and mouse clicks. Tyres look a bit grubby.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Yeah, man, definitely do a test at some point. All I've been doing is relying on myself. I've just been taking recordings and just seeing how it all matches up. Don't you have like any earphones that you can just plug in at least to get rid of the game sound out loud? And how close is your mic to the sound, I guess? Because my mic, I've got it set up so it's only picking sound from one direction. So I could probably put the TV on and not have these headphones on, but I'm not going to risk it right now. But isn't that like a setting that you can put on yours? Yeah, fair enough. I don't quite understand. Well, I didn't quite realise how sensitive this was. This was going to be, the sound really. But it's okay. There's equipment to minimise all of that stuff.
Spare energy, use your overtake button.
Yeah, I had the gain on its lowest setting before, and I've had to turn it up a little bit because now my voice was too quiet at the start. But now it's just made it even more
The car behind is dropping back by
susceptible
3/10
to background noise. So it's a good job there's a game playing over the top here. Oh, it felt like a long race, this one. Well, it has been. It's always a longer race when it's wet. That front left is dying. That just picked up 5% in like a lap and a half. Yeah, try with the game audio. What I found first of all was that the game audio was too loud. So I've got the audio about 6 decibels lower now. So it's not taking centre stage. I want it to be a little lower. My next challenge is getting the Discord chat all figured out if I do stream with you guys.
Final lap of the race.
Because if I lower the game sound, it's going to lower you guys as well. So I need to figure out a way around that.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
But we'll cross that bridge when it actually comes to it. Yeah, I've been lowering the sound in game. On Left 4 Dead, it's pretty low already, actually. There was one thing that happened, right? That I only just realised I'd been doing. So I wonder where the game sound was, or the music hints were, for a long, long time. Like, I've been playing the game for years with you guys, right? And, when I'm lowering the game sound, I'm lowering the music sound with it as well. And I didn't realise the game volume actually meant it's technically the master audio. So I could just leave the music volume up to max and just adjust the game sound, and it would adjust absolutely fine. But I kept lowering the music sound as well. So I turned it up on Saturday, and it's all fixed now. Right, last corner then. It's a good win. It's a dominant win.
Yes, you've done it. Well done.
We needed that in the wet though. We needed that win as well. It's been a struggle past few races. And it looks like Hamilton's not going to gain points. We beat Bottas as well.
It's a performance
Good day at the office. So, why would that lower Discord? Because the game sound was already quite low anyway, and that's like my default sound. So I can't really lower the game any much lower without doing it in OBS, and therefore turning down the Discord sound as well, if that makes sense.
And look at that, they're making their way out onto the podium now. Great race from the McLaren team, and I'm really happy to see them there on the top step of the podium.
I need to change that emote. I don't like that emote. That's the first time I've seen that. That's me in the club. That's not a joke either. Good win though. Good race.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standing.
Crushed it.
The gap at the top of the
Fastest lap as well.
cut down after a difficult race today for our championship leader.
Ah, Hamilton got a point.
Out on the track today.
Damn.
But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Well, you've put me in a bit of a tight spot today, but I think I'll go for Pierre Gasly. He kept a cool head under pressure and made the most of some difficult circumstances.
Let's move on to the constructors. Mercedes continue to extend their lead.
Albon on the
Well,
podium.
that's an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone
Beats
who
Max
joined
Verstappen
us.
in the wet.
We'll see you for the next one.
Impressive. Like, no one really changed position up near the front. It was all kicked off here in the midfield. Look at these. How did they all move forward? Did they stop earlier or stop later? Hamilton didn't even move. He started 10th and finished 10th. He was so far behind, he was rubbish. Oh, he almost got fastest lap though. 29.4. 29.2. Yeah, he was much quicker than Bottas, it seemed. He just had nothing. He just qualified too far down. Just got stuck in traffic. There we go. Big result. Big result. So in the standings that, well, we move up to second. Still 41 points off. We gained 25 points today. The gap's still 41 points. It's not happening, is it? He's so far ahead still. But that is by far his worst result of the season. So that was good. His worst before that was like he had 1 4th place. And then he either finished first or second in the others. It's ridiculous. About time he came 10th in one of them. Still second in the constructors. Norris scored no points today. Ferrari done okay, but didn't score more than us, I don't think. So yeah, good race. Good race. I know if it stayed consistent throughout the whole race on Inters, we would be quick.
Performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy
So,
with that.
buzzing.
It doesn't get much better than a win at this track, does it?
This place has the best fans, obviously. My claim improves by 200 levels.
In the race. You're breaking all expectations. What's your secret?
Secret? I'm the best driver on the track.
Things are looking up after last week, aren't they? Great. Well, that's everything.
Thanks. Yes, this is what we like to see. Only gained 2 on him though. And we're still behind. 3 races to go still as well. Oh, it's tense. But we were just lucky that it rained today. He was still far in the dry, he was a second clear in qualifying. So we need a bit of luck, I think, I mean, he has a DNF as well in Canada, don't forget as well. I'm getting absolutely demolished in the rivalry, all things considered. We'd the scabbiest win if I end up ahead. Can't update anything. No R&D. Got no points.
Okay, we've had the new parts come through from the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
Wow, season break. We're already there. It's already summer. What a fun season it's been. I think do we have the most wins now? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. We have 5 wins, Hamilton has 4. Bottas has 2, Leclerc and Vettel have 1 each. Pretty mixed bag really. Verstappen hasn't won a race yet. Which is surprising. He's not really done too well really. But yeah, won the most races. But we just look at the consistency. For Hamilton. He needs a few bad races now. See, it's at this point normally during the summer break. You know, I've just won. Championship leaders just lost a load of points. Media will be getting hyped going, it's a scary season. He's got the momentum. That season break was nothing. And then Hamilton wins all the races, exactly. You're thinking 2013, aren't you? Exactly. I remember that. Yeah. Oh, we need to save some parts now. I'll save some R&D parts.
Our new parts have been completed without issue. They'll be on the car ready for the next race.
Have we fallen down? Have AlphaTauri overtaken us? We're just falling behind in this R&D race. There's nothing I can do about it. AlphaTauri. Well, we're 1, 2, 3, 4. We're 5th fastest there. But in here we're 6th. So I don't know who to believe anymore. Wow, we're getting battered. We've made no progress at all. It's going to be rough. It's going to be a rough end to the season, I think. Norris has just got worse, I think. His results, anyway. Because the car's not there. Where is he? Yeah, it's starting to regress again. That's something to look forward to. Where are we at next? Spa? That's okay, we've got a new engine, mostly. Relatively new. But we'll do that next time. I'm going to call it a night now, I think. So, maybe do some more editing of the other streams. I want to get the Crash Bandicoot one out as well. I want to edit all the loading times out and just see how long that video ends up at. I'm going to do the other races as well. I'm just going through it in order at the moment. Right, let's get out of here. Phil, I'll speak to you later on, I guess. I'll come back in the next few days. Probably not tomorrow, but probably Thursday or Friday. So, cool. Right, see you later on. Bye.